Hey up everyone, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. We have saved Tataru and Alfino from the big bars, aka jail, and we've now got to go speak to Edmond de Fortomps. Probably saying that wrong, it's probably like Fortom or Fortom. I don't know how the French speak. I would say that the best thing that came out of France was Expedition 33, Clair Obscur. What a game. What a game that was. I did actually try to do a Let's Play on that. And like it's crazy because it's still quite a new game, and when I was playing it, it was only about 5 months old. And I got barely any views on it. Yeah, my channel's still young now, but it was like really young back then. So that might be it, but yeah, I was quite surprised. You'd think that like everybody would be searching for it, but then again, people will probably be watching like Asmongold and, you know, bigger YouTubers playing it over silly little Yorkshire people like me playing it. So that's totally fine. I really enjoy playing the game, so I'll just play it without recording it now. Totally fine. Yeah, I hope you're all well today. I had a longish day at work. Well, longish morning at work. Been to the shops, taking my father to the doctor's later on, and then it's just going to be a night of gaming because I've got tomorrow off work, so yeah. Very nice. Nice relaxed evening. Helone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Bumpkin, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess, I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Best in truth, the heavens roared while the Stacey's lead looked on. By the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. Bless him. My lord! We have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Bumpkin. What an honour. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honour. A personal summons is indeed a great honour, and given recent events, it would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Bumpkin. He shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside. Well, bloody hell. Who would have thought, eh? I've only just got here. And look at me. Oh, we might as well just sprint straight ahead. No point in being lazy, is there? Look, I'm not looking at my bum, I'm just looking at the building. This game is just so pretty. They've done a really good job with this game. 1,000,000%. Right, let's speak to you. You look silly with that silly hat and the little... I love how they have like the little ear cuffs like stitched onto them so the ears don't get cold. We are honoured to receive you, Mistress Bumpkin. This way, please. I really need to do like a new accent, like Birmingham or something like that, don't I? Just to mix it up a bit. Bloody Nara, they need some WD-40 on them hinges.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thordan the Seventh, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder, being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power, that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
So, genuine question. How do the Eorzea and the Aura sleep? Because the cat, especially the Aura can't sleep on the back or the sides, because that's got to be uncomfortable. That's like full on burn, that is. You'd have to sleep on your face, wouldn't you? Or you'd have to like sleep on a pillow that's just like, that fits in between. And then the Eorzea won't be able to sleep on the side, would they? Because they'd be like sleeping on the... Have you ever slept on your ear before? That is bloody painful. I never ever want to sleep on my ear ever again. I've done it a few times, and I never want to sleep on it ever again, but I do now and again, and it hurts. So those poor Ellas, when they're trying to sleep, they have to sleep on the front or the back. Just a random thought. You know, I really want to do another accent. I'm not going to do it. That sounds stupid.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Raubahn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiphon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Raubahn.
Tataru's just in her head like la 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 la, and then oh, I forgot to tell you, they're gonna kill Raubahn. that's something that you just go, oh, slipped my mind, almost forgot about that, silly me. It's just something that you don't forget, do you? Lucky number 7, 20 points. I'm always going to quote Cider Spider. I think he's amazing. He's awesome. He's so funny. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge heading into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa Lominsa. Aye, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavours, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Forton and a Lominsan consortium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raubahn. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa Lominsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthael at Bulwark Hall on the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge. Well, we're allowed to go back. I mean, you've got to pretend that you're not allowed to go back. You know, if I travel to Ul'dah right now, I'm not going to get arrested. It's not like Elder Scrolls, for example, where they remember you. Let's go this way. Xanthael. The Admiral has been expecting you. Say the word and I'll take you to her. Yes, please.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Alphino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Raubahn a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raubahn is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Raubahn had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Raubahn, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Raubahn's survival is vital to the Eorzean alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops into Uldar. It would spell the end of the alliance, and war, like as not. If there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in a kitchen. It's weird how they do that. They go from, like, voice to just dialogue. Have you noticed that Melvib's voice actors changed? They changed nearly all of it. Well, Tataru's changed as well. His was a lot more squeaky at first. I mean, you don't mind after a while because you then get used to them again. But at first it's a bit jarring. Right, so we've got to go and save Raubahn, and we will do that in the next video. But yeah, we are in Heaven's Ward. I bet you didn't know that. I really do love Heaven. I keep saying this in every video, but I really do love Heaven's Ward, and I really don't want to end it. But then again, once Heaven's Ward's done, sorry, get through Stormblood, and then you're in my second favourite expansion, which is Shadowbringers. I love Shadowbringers. Hey, look at you with your shiny axe. Alright then, I'm going to stop getting distracted. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.